Hi guys, it's Susan. It's my first time being out since Archer died. I'm feeling depressed. We're gonna play a little peek. I'm also half keeping an eye on Camille's MMOLB game. We're on a pretty big tear right now. We're 37 and 22, going into the halfway point in the season. We've done most of the stuff in peak. Let me change into an outfit for me. Not bad. I'm gonna try and get the last couple of achievements. So, as you can see, we have the gold sash now. There, thank you for 15 months. So we have the gold sash for completing all of the ascents. We need 2 more achievements. We need to achieve flight by putting 6 balloons on ourselves. And then we need to get through the mesa without taking more than 10% heat damage. We've gotten pretty good peak. You live, okay. I'm glad you got through the ad. Of course. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be restarting a couple of times until I get some balloons on the first... in the first luggages for this balloon achievement. Until I get at least 1 balloon. How's everyone doing today? And we're playing on Tenderfoot, just because it's an achievement run. What do I have to prove? Claudia is the only one who hasn't done a solo run yet. Or finished a solo run. Scout cannon. Cookies. Nope. We'll do like 2 more resets. Decide to waste the rest of the day after getting groceries playing a newish farming sim. What's the farming sim? Oh, look at that. Angurma hit a home run. 3 runs. Now 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Fields of Mysteria. That sounds familiar. Restarting to get a specific achievement sounds reasonable, yeah. Like, why grind out, like, 5 full climbs, you know, and take 5 hours in order to just find... and to get an achievement that requires essentially finding items randomly. Nope. Camilla also, last night or the night before, she had originally gotten the finish a run in under an hour achievement, by joining somebody else's climb like halfway through and winning. But last night she went and beat it legitimately. And she finished in like 50 minutes. 45? No, 50. Nope, they got a home run as well. Nope. Hey! One balloon. I'll take it. We'll see how the rest of, what's left besides balloons? The only thing left besides balloons is, cool cucumber, for, getting through Mesa only taking 10% heat damage. Oh. I do hope it's Mesa today. Haven't run today, no idea. It's the first time you've not run in a while. Because, I mean, you did everything, I guess. Yeah, we've put like over 80 hours into this game. And honestly, like, fantastic value on the like $8 we spent on it. It's like what, 10 cents an hour? Might run a bit currently figuring out dinner. You're so real for that. I don't need a pin. I don't need bandages either. I will simply never die. We collectively have finished Ascent 7. So we're actually good at this game. That doesn't look bad. Come on. Boop, boop. The plural stuff is strange sometimes, because this is the first time I've been out since Archer died. And so it's the first time I'm really feeling stuff about it. Which is why I'm pretty down today. Feeling physically rough. Thank you for the condolences in chat. You know, last February we didn't think that he was going to survive his initial heart failure. The doctors didn't either. But he pulled through in what was quite frankly a miracle. And we got 18 more good months out of him. Like, it wasn't 18 months where he was just, like, barely limping along, having good and bad days. He had 18 months of basically all good days that we didn't think we were going to get with him. And, ultimately, in the end, he didn't have to have any bad days. His body just kind of gave up all at once. Oh my god. I might as well drink that sports drink. Yeah, I'm glad that we got extra time with him too. We're waiting for them to let us know when his ashes are ready for us to pick up. I think we'll feel a little bit better when he's home. Always want more time than I've ever gotten. I'm really glad to hear it was good extra time. Yeah. He was a silly boy. I mean, I'll take the energy drink, I guess, if you insist. I feel like the orange luggage never has balloons. I feel like it has exclusively what the game counts as climbing equipment. Which, I don't know, kind of consider balloons to be climbing equipment in a way in this game. But it's weird. If I get bored of this, I might end up playing something else. Just, keep myself doing something. What's my magic item? Anti-rope cannon. No, I'm not doing the, like, leave nothing but footprints achievement. I'm still a little bit like, what am I, a wimp? Needing anti-rope? Needing rope? Needing pittons? Quick check on the game. 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 2 people on base. No out. Any vines? Fresh movement. Pitten. Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh, 1 foot and twisted my ankle. Big lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, boo, lolly, 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 lollipop. No, I can't do that. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, can't reach that. Ooh, 2 purple kingberries. Don't mind if I do. Night peeking deserves a quiet night. They cannot see my pittance. So today I was supposed to go to Ren Fair setup for the fall run. But I felt really tired and sad. So I didn't end up going to that. And then I was going to at least go to D&D with my Ren Fair friends after. And I felt really tired and sad and didn't go to that. Just tough day. Grief is also really boring. Oh man, it's 5 to 6? Come on. We're all invested in Camilla's team. It's nice to have something to root for in this day and age. Where does this even go? Remove tick. I have the bug phobia mode on, so all bugs are bing bong. I forgot bing bong at the water's edge, night peeking. I'm finding that much luggage here. I feel like it comes in kind of like bunches in the jungle, though. I refuse to call this area the tropics. It's the jungle. They did a good job with the other names. But this is the jungle. Welcome to the jungle hall. You're gonna die. Though not as much now that they definitely quietly fixed the world generation for it. Well, that's a dead end. Man, you just get hungry really slowly. I guess I did eat that tick a little while ago. Mushrooms. Oh, so Camilla had a really embarrassing death in Peak the other night, where she was at the top of, pretty close to the top of the kiln, and she was waiting for some stamina to recover on a little ledge, and she accidentally hit the emote button, which slipped into the play dead emote, and she died. She fell all the way down and died. Yeah, everyone couldn't stop laughing. Oh, end of the bottom of the 8th. Score is 5-6. They're gonna bring Kim out? Yep, closer Kim Gonzalez. Kimberly Gonzalez. Takes the mound. Would be nice if there's luggage that I might, like, find balloons in. Line drive to left field for Abigail Contreras. Singles. Another single. What is Kim doing out there? Hello? Line drive to first base. Ooh, a double play. You love to see it. Kim walks in. Kim, what are you doing? Killing me. I moved you to closer from third base instead of recombobulating your very soul. This is how you repay us. Ground ball to the shortstop. Okay. Kim lives another day. GG. The Archer Restwell buddy wins 5-6 against the Providence Abyssal Sleepers. I don't know why so many teams have Abyssal in their name. Oh, poison. Ooh, raspberry. I'm sorry, a clusterberry. Clusterberries taste like clusterberry. There's luggage down there, but I don't really feel like getting it. Ow! Oh, bitch. Pardon my language. Also, with that death, Camilla did not at all mean to hit the emote button. It wasn't like she was screwing around trying to dance while she waited. I think she thought she was hitting the grab button. Or like the grab an item button. Ooh, low-hanging bees. It was so sad. I feel like this is a really long jungle today. Any luggage? Oh. Can still hear shorebirds? That must just be like the sunrise music part of it. Pandora's lunchbox. Yep, cookies. Nah, I don't need the scout cookies, really. Got plenty of like really good food. Ah, it's Alpine today. Damn it. Okay then. I'll check the luggage over here, and if I find no balloons, I'm restarting. Let me refresh that page. We're now pretty securely in 4th place in the Precision League. The St. Charles Rare Blue Monkeys, or Rare Blue Apes, are 43 and 17. Melbourne Cups, the winners of the Kumite last season, are 40 and 19. The Ding Ding Turkey Dinners are 39 and 21. And then us, the Archer Rest Ball Buddy, 38 and 22. No luggage? Yes, we have no bananas? Anything? Bueller? There's one. What is that? Is that the jungle? Did I go backwards? I did. Oop. Wow, there's really nothing on the walk up here. Like, I think the music is gonna kick in soon. I found maybe one suitcase in the distance. Okay, so we can only get one achievement today. At least we did the 24 karat one. That one, seems like it was a real pain to do legitimately. Or, you know, legitimately wait for the tomb to be open. I mean, alright. I guess I will reset in a moment. Kind of hoping one of those would be enough to knock me out. That's it? Oh my god. Fine, I'll just hit leave game. Alright. Time to grind more. It's amazing how much we died in the early days, yeah. I do legitimately think the game was slightly harder when it first launched. Like, it wasn't as balanced as it could have been. Balloon. Oh, couple of luggage up there. Oh, a lot of luggage up here. Okay, hang on. Okay. So we have like 6 luggage in the immediate area that we can check. Nope. You know, maybe it's more fun to play and like organically get that achievement or semi-organically. But also, we put 80 hours into this game, you know? No, no. 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 Nope. Nope. I don't think I really went anywhere. Quick cannon use. Oh. And a couple of balloons. 3. Okay, I feel slightly more confident. Whatever. Really? Okay, where's the plane? There it is. Alright, we've got half the amount of balloons that we need. We need 6 in order to gain flight. Or achieve flight, I think they say. Yippee! So, big gulps, huh? I mean, I guess I could talk about MMOLB more. Mill's team's been doing really good this season. He's applying an augment tonight where the order that her batters go in is now based on their aiming stat, which is a stat that is apparently load-bearing. So basically, it's almost guaranteed to have all of her best batters first and all of her worst batters last, which should mean that fewer people are being left on base and more runs are generally being scored. She is also trying to continue to soup up her pitchers. It's very funny because Kimberly Gonzalez, who was her like original third baseman since season 1, has now been switched to being our closer. And Rex Ozawa, our former like season 1 closer, is now third baseman because he has like really high batting stats and Kim actually has really high pitching stats. And like that was one that they kept offering us, but we didn't know just how good it was. Because, you know, they'll say like, the thing will say like, we'll swap this person with the person with the highest pitching stats on your batting team, your batting lineup. But you know, the person with the highest pitching stats has like 1 star and everything. But no, Kim is like a really solid pitcher overall. Can I get back up here if I go down there? No. Which means since Rex has been switched to the batting lineup, the only original pitcher on our team is Zazzle Zamora. Everyone else has been recomposed into another player. Like all 7 other pitchers mulched. Like Steve Buscemi in Fargo. Meanwhile, the batting lineup, I think, still has like 5 of the original 9 people. Or I guess like, yeah, I think 5. Because we got rid of the shortstop, the first baseman, and the left field. No, sorry, the center field. Everyone else is from season 1. And then, you know, we swap third base and closer. So that kind of counts, but not really. I guess we have 4 true originals. And then 1 pseudo-original. Camilla was originally going to go back to being the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters this season. But, instead we're doing 1 season as a tribute to Archer, being the Archer Restwell Buddy. Which we were considering making it the Archer Restwell Buddies. I think this singular is I mean, we always called him Buddy. Yeah, fine team. And if we win, what a good tribute to Archer. I mean, I'll take Pandora's Lunchbox. I knew it. But yet I still did it. Also, variance in MMORPG is super weird. Because our player with, like, the worst batting stats overall, currently has an 8.98 OPS, which is, like, bonkers. And has hit the most home runs for the team this season. Sadly, we're not anywhere near the, like, home run leaders right now. Unlike last season. And Garma was on a bit of a slump in the early season. Because last season, she, after the Kumite happened, she was the, like, the home run leader. With 38 home runs in the season. And yet we finished, like, 25th in the league. 15? Something like that. Nope. Luggage. Jumping around like a little monkey. Yeah, so our current, wow, weird waterfall interaction. Why is it doing that? Why is it twisting? That's strange. Boo. Oh my god. Okay. The sound scared me. Body felt like making some noises to stim. Does this go anywhere? I think the answer is not really. Maybe I just climb straight up. Now I'm just being impatient and lazy. Oh yeah, this won't work. Nope. Oh, I live. Ah. Okay, that didn't go so well. There we go. Problem is that today is really bad for finding luggage overall, it seems. Phone is buzzing, we're so popular. Ooh la la. And we're climbing. Okay. Can we find any luggage in the jungle, please? There we go. Oh, hey, there's some. It'd be nice if this contained another balloon cluster. Nope. So we've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek with the Evergreens. It's a very good show overall. I think that the relationships in it really, come on, are well done. Okay. Kinda got screwed over by the climbing physics. There we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. We really enjoy Alexis's character arc in that show. I think, oh my god, they're bees. They're in my eyes. I think that she in particular is very well written, and I think her actress does a fantastic job. Do not know her actress's name. I also like that the show is Canadian. And there was one episode where there was this, like, this character turned out to be important, but at the beginning of the episode, there was this random woman signing into the motel, which is like a big set piece in the show. And she was like in the background, and I'm like, that's Ellie from Degrassi. Like, you know, it's, I don't know, minimum 12 years since she was on Degrassi. No, because she left the show probably in, I think season 6 was the last time I remember seeing any sort of Ellie plot. That was 2006 then. And then this episode was like 2018, I think. It was a season 4 episode, so that's 2019. So 13 years. And, but I was like, that has to be Ellie. And it was. I recognize a Degrassi actor anywhere. I didn't do a whole episode of hyperfixation because I'm casual about Degrassi. And normal. I did it because I'm an absolute freak for it. There we go, jeez. Yippee! Alright, those effects should go down soon. Again, take basically a brief scan around for luggage. Or maybe I will just, like, keep going. Because, like, I have 3 already. It's not like I've come to Alpines with 1. So maybe I'll give it more of a shot. Plus, you know, maybe I want to show off that I'm good at peak now. I've gotten the skills to pay the bills. Yeah, pro peak player Susan. I'm definitely the best in the system and not Camilla by a mile. When Camilla finished her first solo climb, like the system's first solo climb, she was like, "Oh, you guys want to hear my impression of Claudia? Oh, Camilla's good at the game, but, you know, she can't clutch. I think when the chips are down, me and Susan are the stronger peak players." And proceed to, to give Claudia shit for a little while about that. Bear. I think that's Mads coming home. Mads was, I believe, out with their mother, taking a walk. Hi, Mads.
Hi.
How was it?
It was nice.
That's good.
How's Pete?
It's good. Trying to get one of the last 2 achievements. The other one I can't get today. Did you get the mail? What was the letter from Archer's vet?
What?
What was the letter from Archer's vet?
I haven't opened it because it looks like it'll be nice. Oh. Fuck, done the string.
Do you need string?
Avery wants to make a hanging basket for a pot.
Oh, that's cool. Like you're gonna weave it?
Or macrame it. Or to knots.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to get into friendship bracelet making. It's like, what's that if not a bunch of knots?
Mm-hmm.
You're figuring he might want to do this too.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Now! Now! I'm up. Dark Side of the Moose? Where'd you get that?
Dorothy got it from me from Arcadia.
That's cute. Where's Arcadia?
Yeah, I mean,
That's why it sounds familiar.
mm,
Also because of Arcadia Bay and
it's Arcadia. I always get them confused with which one's from Life is Strange and which one is real.
Life is Strange isn't real?
Listen.
Don't break my heart, Mads. Hang on. 1 second. Yeah, the video game is real. Or at least as real as other objects in games. Also, we got a letter from Archer's primary vet. Like, a sorry for your loss kind of letter. And they said it was an honor to care for him. Everyone loved that boy. We got a call from his, oh, it is hard to see where I'm standing.
Cardiologist?
Yeah, his cardiologist. Sorry, I was focusing on the game. She was saying how she and everyone there were heartbroken to find out that he had passed. Because they all loved working with him. There was one time when he was staying in the hospital, a nurse, like, went out of her way when we were visiting him to come over to us and tell us that, that they all love Archer there, and that, you know, they're always sad to see that, to have him, like, stay there or to have him, like, be staying there because it means he's not doing well, but they all love seeing him. Or they love, like, caring for him. Because he was a sweet boy. Y'all got any luggage? Seemed very sweet from his minor appearances. Yeah. On stream? Yeah. Your vet care team is gonna make me cry. Yeah. Same. He was so popular. Yeah. Yeah, it's always so fun too. There would be times where we would be like, capybaras! And I make that, I can, easily. Or we'd be like playing a video game or something and he'd be up on the desk asking for pets. And we'd pet him a little bit. And then we'd go back to playing the game and he would be like, tap, tap, tap. Excuse me. I wasn't done with pets. Gotta pet all the capybaras. Balloon! My balloon! Come on. Get back. It's funny because whenever people saw pictures of him, the most frequent comment that we would get would be like, "Oh, he looks mad." It's like, he doesn't look mad. He just has eyeliner, or he's not mad. He just has eyeliner. But like whenever anyone saw him like in person or in motion, it's like, "Oh, that's actually the sweetest cat on earth." And he was very picky about who he would let see him in motion in person. He's a little scaredy cat. So, his like regular heart checkups and being in the hospital actually acclimated him to like spending time with strangers a little bit. Not that much, but he would occasionally come out and greet people if they were kind of quiet. Like Moonshot's Jacqueline was here after ground control, and waiting for her partner to come pick her. Oh my god, silly. Her partner to come pick her up to drive her the rest of the way back to her home, their home. And he was just hanging out in here. We were just kind of being quiet and shutting our brains down after, 5 hours of driving or whatever. And he came out and he like sniffed her. He might have even let her pet him? Fairy lantern? Jacqueline is nice and quiet. Hey, balloon. We just need one more. We have a cat, Leggett, who is very affectionate, but is also deeply a coward. Shoot. Shoot, no! Okay. I got it. Okay. Good to know. Balloons fly away. Who knew? Um, he was very affectionate, but also deeply a coward and hides whenever someone comes over to our place that isn't us. Yeah, exactly. That's what Archer was like most of the time. He also came out and said hi to Ring System sometimes. Like it hid under the bed for a month when we first brought him home. Aw. Oh, boy. I think Archer warmed up to us pretty quickly, and then he kind of became afraid of strangers. Was he afraid of strangers when we first had him?
No, he wasn't afraid of us.
True. He always loved the people. He was originally, I don't know if we've ever said this on stream or whatever before, but he was originally Nicole's cat. Nicole of Three Little Words fame. But she... Let's be generous, maybe, and say that she no longer was able to care for him and entrusted him in us. Instead of being uncharitable in saying she dumped him on us under false pretenses, even though we loved him. Yeah, we were... I'm also glad that we were able to care for him in the way he deserved. And Nicole did love him and care for him well. It was just that, she moved back in with her parents for a while, and her parents had a dog. And she felt Archer wouldn't do well there. So she was like, can you take care of him for like a couple of weeks while I get on my feet, and then I'll take him back. And then she never did, and later admitted she had no intention of ever taking him back. Yeah, the lying is the bad part. I agree. Not the fact that she rehomed him when she couldn't take care of him. Just that she did not really inform us that she was rehoming him. They definitely upped how long fire damage lasts and how quickly it hits. Because Caldera is occasionally hard now. Just need to find one more balloon. I'm gonna be upset if I get all the way up the kiln and do not find a balloon. I'm glad that Claudia is doing another movie podcast again. Because she has missed doing video victims. Okay, here's basically our last chance at the balloon. Cannon. No. No. Balloon? No. Secret balloon? No. Hero. I mean, I'll check inside the kiln. Gotta re-listen to more of those. I blew through them when they released on the Patreon, but it might also become a watch-along project if I can find easy access to them. Most of the wrong movies are on Tubi. I think Jory has started linking them in the descriptions of the episodes. There is one that is basically, or is impossible to find legitimately. It's literally on Tubi, yeah. Poob has it for you. No, but really, Tubi has it. But I mean, I guess I'll leave this. There's one that's like impossible to get legitimately anymore because of a weird like distribution rights issue where like Lifetime ended up fighting with, I want to say, Amazon about it. I don't know why. But it was like completely pulled from being seen again because of that like copyright issue. Oh, see a chest up there, or luggage, whatever. That's so far away. What if it has a balloon? Can I stand up there? No. We're pretty good at movement in this game now. I don't know, maybe we'll start speed running Peak, do glitchless runs. Ooh, there's one. Ooh, another one. Can't not make that joke. I have compulsive dad joke disease. What, poop has it for you? Balloon? Nope. Man, we're only just now getting to the music bit of the kiln. Okay, I can't walk there. Luckily, I can definitely walk over here, right? Oh, that cures, I didn't know that the yellow winter berries cured heat. But yeah, the wrong movie's largely pretty bad, but also pretty good. You know, if you get into it, get into the vibe. Come on, I have to be able to stand on some part of this. There we go. Anything? Ooh, there's... Those don't have balloons. They just don't. I know this and you know this. But there's no point in going down there for an orange luggage. anything on this one? Nope. Anyone else notice I've not used a single tool in this thing? Not even just like climbing tools. I've not used an energy drink or lollipop. Yeah, trucking through this. Maybe like a 45-minute run. Maybe 50. Uh-oh. I can always bail to down there. No, I don't even have to worry. It's tenderfoot. Do I see any luggage? No. At least not from this angle. Okay. Anything? Bueller? Alright, well. We got 5-6, unfortunately. I'm basically willing to try this shore again. I didn't like that one. Peek. Oh, look at that golden sash. An hour and 1 second. Really funny. I'm so glad I wasn't going for that achievement. I never noticed that you can still see the smoke there. I also see my balloons. Okay. I mean, run it back a couple more times, I guess. I don't know if anyone here saw before they patched it, but there was up until like this past week, with the Mesa update, you were able to finish the game in like a minute flat, using the scout cannon, and playing dead. Basically, you put the backpack into the scout cannon, then put yourself in, and then play dead over and over. You also have to grab a flare. And it just launched you through every biome. And then once you got to peak, you just lit the flare and you won. Because playing dead lets you build momentum, and putting in the backpack first essentially makes it hit your character over and over again. Wow, bust. And then you have to bring your own flare because you will never actually hit the peak. You'll just be in the area. And the game counts you being in the area and lighting the flare as you being on top of the peak. Oh my god. Oh, for the old jump pad trick. The jump pad? Blue? Here's the thing, I don't get out of bed for one balloon. I'm not doing a whole run for one balloon. I will launch myself out of this cannon. Where'd I go? Not that far, but pretty far. Let's do like, I don't know, 5 or so more resets. And then maybe we'll play something else. Maybe we'll stop stream. I don't know. No. Alright, let's see. Oh. One balloon. Nope. Scout cannon. Nope. In a little bit, we get to find out what the proclamations are for this season of MMOLB, the election. We weren't the biggest fans of last season's proclamations. They were all just kind of like meh, and there seemed to be like one obvious answer, which was gambling. Which for gambling, you get to pick a 3-digit number, and every day that it rolls one number, and if that's your number, you split that money with everyone else who picked that number. We've been playing Archer's birthday every time. The Ides of March, 3/15. And because at first we were like, I don't know, we'll play 69, we'll play 420. But then we were like, there are a bunch of people who are going to play 69, 420. And then those people, if it comes up, are going to have to split it with like a bunch of other people. Nope. 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 Scout cannon. Nope. See how far this launches me. With, importantly... Help. Help! I'm stuck. Okay. It's like a bunch of crap. Oh. They must have made it easier for you to stick both legs in there. Because previously it was pretty hard to do. No. Sorry if anyone gets motion sick. Where'd I go? Did I live? I mean, I went pretty far. I wonder where this stuff went. School starts on Tuesday. We have, so originally, we posted this on Blue Sky, but originally we were taking a class called Disability Pride and Crip Joy. Only available in person. And canceled due to lack of interest. It was us and one other girl who signed up. So instead, Claudia is going to take either the Mysteries of Sleep or whatever, or ceramics, and then Oak is going to take the other one, because I'm taking my other photography capstone, and Camilla is taking an electronic music class. That's what we decided to replace the disability class with. Camilla's out here gonna be a DJ or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna learn there. Yeah, it does sound interesting. Camilla checked out the guy's, like, the professor's website, because he's like a electronic musician, and his stuff is pretty cool. But the disability class being only in person is kind of counterintuitive to a class about disability. Yep. You're preaching to the choir. Jump hat. Do OCD for in-person classes after 2020. Yeah. We, last semester, were originally going to have all online classes, and then when the class that Camilla was going to take, sucked, and I decided to take my photography class instead, which, because I didn't have time in class to develop film, typically, I wound up having to come back to the lab like most nights in order to like develop and scan. Which was a pain. So we did end up going to the campus a lot, even though we weren't originally planning on it. But the other classes being online was pretty convenient overall. I think there was one that was annoying. What was it? Oh, it was cognition. Yeah, Camilla hated that class. Oak's film class was okay. Okay. Sorry, Oak. And then Claudia's seminar in close relationships should have just been called Seminar in Divorce. That was really what the entire thing was about. And the only good thing was that the only thing she had to do for that class was actually 3 essays. That's it. Like, basically once a month she had to write like a 3-page paper on like one of 2 questions. And typically it was like, you know, answer all parts of the question. And one question would be like, here's the topic. Tell me this, and this. And then the other one would be like, tell me about divorce. And it's like, okay, I will be picking option 2, where I only have to answer 1 thing instead of 7. So she kind of lucked out with that class. Professor was going through a nasty divorce, huh? I have to assume. He made them watch Ingmar Bergman's Scenes from a Marriage, which was 3 hours long in Swedish and just like mind-numbing. Just watch 2 miserable straight people. That's it. That's what the movie is. Just watch 2 miserable straight people. And it was, you know, the movie is a shortened or like an abridged version of the 6-hour miniseries that it originally was. And I would like to say we need to stop letting cis straight men make movies, but especially movies that are over 2 hours long. It is very rare that there is a film that justifies a 3-hour runtime, in my opinion. I think we should let them keep making those movies to get out of their system, but I think we should stop giving them awards. Yeah, that's true. Good point, good compromise. Right, pack it up, team. Balloons! Come on, second balloon. Ah. Fine, I'll finish out the shore with these balloons. Or else force them to write a book about it, true. And we should make more of them take just, like, a little bit of estrogen. Just a little. Like, Moonshot's own Riley J. Hopkins. J. Riley Hopkins, I guess. They're always saying, like, how they are like hot all the time. Like, they wear tank tops in winter just because they're like constantly overheating, I guess. And we've said to them multiple times, like, Riley, you know what will help you not feel hot all the time, not make the places that all of us stay at 58 degrees. A little bit of estrogen. Just a little, just a tiny bit. You don't have to, like, I'm not saying transition. I'm saying just, like, take a little bit of estrogen. Someone who's a sweat monster on tea. Estrogen. They need estrogen. Yeah, exactly. Estrogen would fix them. We should all get, like, an allotment of estrogen just for our own purposes, and you can trade these with someone to fit your own needs. Yeah. Bodily autonomy. And also, they should maybe put ovaries in me. So that I don't have to remember to put patches on. I forget to put patches on today after my shower, because there weren't any immediately in the medicine cabinet. Who's to say? You know that, like, injections are popular for estrogen, but we can't do that. We have, in short, trauma around getting weekly shots. I don't think we could ever have, like, build up the nerve to give ourselves a shot. I would donate one of my ovaries to a woman in need in a heartbeat if I could. Thank you. Yeah, tea is far too regulated. I know that, like, geek steroids or whatever, but, like, it's silly. I don't know. Who cares? That's Susan's official opinion on steroids. Who cares? Yeah, they're not even the same substance. There was luggage up here. I saw it. There it is. But yeah, I have pictures from ground control of Sylvie wearing this, like, big coat inside in the morning. As it was cold. think we're finding more luggage, gang. Or more balloons in the shore. And there wasn't that much luggage in the jungle or alpines. Maybe I'll check the initial part of the jungle. Just because I know there's like 2 or 3 in a row there. But no balloons there. We're resetting. Hilariously, even years before recent revelations, would have given my testes to someone who wanted them. Not a big fan. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, if you're not planning on having children or biological children, who needs them? I know that, like, even the more masculine aligned people in our system, when we got an orchiectomy, were just like, alright, whatever. Oh no, it's fully dysphoria on Sarah's part. Also, bad design, not a fan of their functionality. Yeah, exactly. However, I said I was going to do the initial part of the jungle. It's going to hurt. Oh, speaking of dysphoria, we just passed our 12-week mark for surgery on Tuesday. Which means we are considered, like, basically, not like fully healed, quote unquote, but like basically. We're done with the most active part of healing. I see luggage there. Maybe I'll check that one too, just because I see it. But yeah, we're cleared to ride a bike. We're cleared for penetrative sex. We can go down to dilating twice a day, which, to be honest, we had kind of done like a week early. Nope. Yeah, it's nice. And we had some hypergranulation scraped at our 12-week appointment. I don't know if I've explained what hypergranulation is on stream before, but it's... so granulation is a normal part of healing. It's basically like flesh grows back into the wound. Hypergranulation is the body grows too much flesh back into the wound. And it makes these essentially like bumps, which externally you can take care of fairly easy. Like, we can take care of it ourselves. But internally, we don't have a speculum, we don't have the ability to see anything inside, and it makes dilation really hurt. Maybe not really hurt, but really uncomfortable. It was like, we would be inserting the dilator, and around like the 3rd or 4th dot, it would be like kind of a sharp pain. Bunch. And food. What's the deal? Sports drink. Bandages. Well, I'm willing to do sure. So, at our 12-week appointment, we had that quote-unquote scraped. Which I thought was like a metaphorical term. Because I had read that, like, typically doctors will remove it, like, with a scalpel. But no, it was basically scraped. She had like a hook. It didn't hurt, is the thing. I know that sounds ouchy, but internally, barely felt it at all. She just kind of like went in there and broke it up, essentially. And then, I know this is gross. Skip ahead like 30 seconds if you're watching the VOD. And then cauterized it with silver nitrate, which, is, I believe, the chemical that is used in film. Am I gonna bother to finish the shore? Things you might expect to hurt don't, and things you might expect to be fine are like, nope, yeah. Yeah. We were talking to one of our friends who's AFAB, and they were, we were complaining to them that like it's really frustrating that, like, today, like, yesterday I had no problem getting the blue dye layer today now in, and then this morning, purple was, like, kind of a struggle initially. And they were just like, girl, that's just what having a vagina is like. Sorry. I went to get a pap smear. My gynecologist was like, yeah, they just kind of have a mind of their own. Yep. I mean, what's nice now is that, like, you know, apart from needing to dilate twice a day, it's just a normal vagina now. Like, you don't really have to be careful with it or anything. But yeah, we also had granulation on the outside, which did hurt to get taken care of a lot more than on the inside. But, it was, you know, it was fine. It was good that it was taken care of. Because it was something where, like, washing hurt. Or, like, properly washing, I guess. So glad that was taken care of. Okay. Basically this one, then the one at the top, and if neither of those have it, I'm not, I don't know, I kind of don't want to bother going down into the jungle. I don't know, I'll do like 3 more, I guess. Ooh. So somebody in the St. Louis Archers minor league section or channel in the MMOLB Discord does like a write-up of the standings at halfway through and then as it goes on. And since we're in the top 4, we got a write-up on like our team. Welcome to the Superstar break of Season 5, where some things change and some things stay the same. Let's see what I mean. Currently on top are the St. Charles Rare Blue Apes. They have an absolutely dominant pitching rotation. Second are the Melbourne Cups, seemingly suffering little from losing their 4th pitcher at the end of last season. Quite strong all around with a couple of minor holes. Third are the Ding Ding Turkey Dinners, another strong defensive team, highlighted by the 5th pitcher, with a more average offense led by their second baseman. In 4th at 5 games behind are the Archer Restwell Buddy at 16 games up and 55 run differential up. They're a little less strong overall, but more consistently good. Led offensively by catcher Liza Lehman, 148 OPS plus, and defensively by second relief pitcher Gabriel Javier, 61 FIP minus. Cool. That's fun. I appreciate that we were called more consistently good. Because as much as it does sting, I will admit that we are a little less strong than the other teams. 1 balloon. Though we did beat the Melbourne Cups, like, twice. Out of, like, 3 games that we played against them. I'm getting out of bed for 1 balloon. We're doing, like, I don't know, 3 more. What was the rest of the write-up? What was, in 5th, Ravnica Deadly Spiders. They have an offensive star in, their left fielder in the 98th percentile on all major batting stats, and a strong pitcher in the second reliever at FIP minus 53. Sheesh. That's very cool. It's so funny that, like, it is notable that our catcher, is mentioned as, like, our star player this season in the lineup. But, like, we are somewhat convinced that it's kind of a fluke. It's like, Because her stats are, like, not really good. Though she is hitting like crazy. Nope. 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 Alright, a couple more. Ooh, hang on. Do proclamations just drop? It did. Proclamations. Retain the corrupt commissioner. Retain the current commissioner despite his crimes. Elect Pam78, some kind of robot, as a commissioner. Elect Pam78 Octopodal Robo-Ump Pam as a well-respected and high-ranking Robo-Ump to replace the corrupt commissioner. And elect Urlock as commissioner. Elect Urlock, retired commissioner of Andromeda Baseball League, to replace the corrupt commissioner. I like this one because it's... Normally we're not fans of, like, not giving any information, but that didn't give any information in a bonkers way. Like... And the images are, like, a guy in jail, this, like, big, like, 8-armed robot, and then a guy in, like, a robe. No. No. Well, whoops. Come on. This will be the last one. Nope. 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 Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. We'll be back soon. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see.